And now, coming to you live from Studio B in beautiful downtown Paris, Tennessee, My Paris TV and Paris Production Studios presents Keel Media Network's #1 rated program, The Mike Weatherford Show. Now here is your host, Mike Weatherford.
It's Tuesday. It's 7 p.m. You know what that means. That's right. It's the Mike Weatherford Show. Welcome, everybody. We got a good show tonight working, and boy, we got some good people coming here. I want to introduce my co-host over here right quick, Mr. Tater Hayes. How you doing, brother?
What's up, brother?
How you doing, man?
Man, living a dream.
You ready to rock and roll this show, brother?
Always.
We got a good one going on now. We got two shows in one tonight.
That's the way I like it, though.
You like it?
Because and they're two wide varieties, too, so it's kind of cool.
It is. It's from one extreme to the other.
What I want to know, though, before we get started, where you get that cool-looking mic over there?
How you like that microphone?
That's Mike's new mic.
It's Mike's new mic. Hey, it's just what it is.
It's happening, man. I thought it was Elvis over there or something. You
really,
that thing and put the pose on or something?
I do a lot of singing.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do commercials and stuff, and that's the one I've always used.
You do a lot of squawking, but you don't do a lot of singing.
Have you heard yourself sing? I heard you a day at lunch.
Yeah, I don't do it out loud.
My daddy used to say, son, you sound like a pig stuck under a gate.
At least a pig under a gate.
I know it, man. Let's get on with this show, brother.
I'm ready, man.
All right, folks, tonight we got a great show tonight. We got how you say that word, Tater?
IperionX.
I know.
You ain't gonna trick or trick.
IperionX is coming on tonight, folks. We got them guys. They're a mining company that's mining for titanium over in Benton County. They're going to come on, and we're going to find out what all that's about tonight. But before then, we've got the PBR, folks. That's this weekend. If you haven't got them tickets, you better hurry up. Cody Nance is going for his 300th ride, so you need to hang around, and we may even have him in here talking to us about that. And then we've got the Celebrity Bull Ride coming up. Hey, that's going to be live on right here, the Mike Weatherford Show. We'll be live at 3 p.m. You need to come out there. It looks like we got a petting zoo and the bouncy houses and music. And we also got the Celebrity Bull Ride, the mechanical bull. I think Cody going to run that thing. Me and it looks like Heather's going to be the one to help me Saturday night. We got 25 riders, 1 grand champion. I don't know what they win. We'll find out about all that. So be out there at the fairgrounds, 3 p.m. live this Saturday, and you don't want to miss this thing. What do you think, Tater?
Sounds like it's going to be fun.
You going to ride a bull?
We'll talk about it.
Do what?
We'll talk about it. We might could. I might could. We'll try it. We'll see.
All right, guys, I want to introduce all these people out here. Who we got a nerd with the hat on the corner out there, Mr. Cody Nance himself. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. How you, Mike?
I'm doing fine. You look healthy.
I feel pretty good. I'm ready to rock and roll.
You got your little beard going on there. Is that supposed to protect when your chin hits? Is that what that is?
No, it just makes it really hard for them to stitch it up when it does happen.
That's a good way to put it. They'll stitch a hair or two in there.
They will, too.
That's right. Yeah. And we also got Mr. Travis.
Yeah.
Introduce you guys.
Thanks for having us back. This is our buddy Chris Dowdy. He's one of the big sponsors for this event. Stepped up to the plate in so many different ways.
Another one of your victims?
Victims. That's a good way to put it. Good way to put it. Just said, hey, they want to be involved. They were involved last year, and so we were looking for folks to bring on tonight, and we said, hey, let's bring Chris on.
Welcome in, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So what is your claim to fame? Other than hanging out with these two outlaws over here.
That is my claim to fame. That's it. I covered all of it. No, I sell real estate. I mainly rural agriculture, real estate, hunting properties. We do homes, we do commercial, but primarily hunting, real estate, and farms.
There's always a market for that.
Seems to be. It's been a good year so far.
I spend a lot of money buying hunting land, so I don't know what you're looking at.
We need to talk.
I'll get in trouble if I buy any more.
Yeah. Well, one of the cool things about what he does, he's regional. I mean, I think his home office right now is over in Dover, but you see his name popping up on real estate all over, and so definitely got some exciting stuff going on with his business and
all right,
good stuff.
Mr. Cody Nance, tell me what's coming up Saturday night.
Well, we got the PBR. That's what he's involved in. He's our presenting sponsor. So Chris Dowdy, make sure you look him up. Mossy Oak Properties how many listings do you have right now? Actually, last we talked, you had about 60 or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm down to probably 25, but I've got
He's
maybe.
selling.
That's a good problem to have.
I've got 4 or 5 that I've got to get done, but it kind of slowed down, and then yesterday it just like somebody threw a match on a fire. It just combusted again.
A
So
bunch of people got paid at once.
I guess so.
That helps. That helps.
Them checks came in.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We got a bunch of checks we're writing out this weekend. PBR in Paris. There's a lot involved. We got 35 top bull riders coming in here, and 3-time world champion Silvano Alves, Keyshawn Whitehorse. We got Clint Atkins, who's the professional announcer on the big tour that I've traveled 15 years to, and I'm plumb tickled about the lineup and these bull riders. And
So
we
we're
got
going
the
to see
3
what we normally
bullfighters,
see on
too.
TV.
So,
We're going to see right here in Paris.
right here in Paris,
But
Tennessee. So
the most important name that he didn't mention is we've got our boy Cody Nance riding, and that's you got all
see
these
my
folks.
face.
You see all these names and all these, that's great
Are
and
you
all,
helping?
but
I am. I'm hoping that this shoulder will stay in. If not, we got Heather on call. She's going to be there to pop my
That's right.
shoulder back
Yeah.
in. But I'm pretty confident. I've been going over dynamics and
Tell me what special this is about.
Hey, I don't know that you need Heather, because Mike's a mechanic and he's real good with duct tape. I feel sure that he can
I've
fix
got
your
that
shoulder
200
right
mile
up.
an hour duct tape.
well, we might need to put some on
I
there.
can
Just
do it,
lock
man.
it tight.
I can slap it on her, dude. I can pull it down tight.
Yeah, just tape it tight.
But-
my wife put it in last time it come out. We was
Really?
pushing the mechanical bull up in the trailer. And
I don't like his
Yeah,
damn
but-
shoulders coming out. What the
Yeah,
hell?
no,
man? My shoulder come out. My wife just put it back in.
That's
I mean,
why I do bulldozers
That's
instead
right.
of bulls. The likelihood of something like that happening.
I'm a bull. Never mind. Go ahead. Tell me what's coming up. What's so special about this weekend that the bull riding?
Well, I mean, obviously PBR is the top level. It's the best bull riding, and then I know where you're hinting to, but I mean, obviously, it's not all about me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm plumb excited that these other guys are coming out here to ride. We got bull teams coming in, so it's also a bull competition. You're gonna get to see some of the top bulls in this country from all over the place. Just some of the best bull riders lined up. But I'm gonna be trying to attempt my 300th qualified ride on the big tour, and
How many people's done that?
in the history of 30 years of PBR, 19. So there's been less of them that's won the world.
That's right.
And
so that's pretty special.
It's pretty special to me. It just kind of, for me personally, I think it kind of, it's been a grind, long time, and I'm finally, at a number where I feel accomplished. I feel like maybe I could walk away from it one of these days and feel like that was a milestone I reached, and so
You know what, though, dude?
what better place to do it than right here in Paris, right?
I love your humbleness, man. I mean, because like you said, it's not about me, but it kind of is, man. And you ought to be proud of that, man. I'm proud of you, and I know our community's proud of you, man. That's a heck of an accomplishment right there.
Well, I've been blessed to be able to stay, where I can actually ride bulls for this long. I've been doing it for 20 years now, and
That's very unusual.
yeah, it is. And I've been put together well. I got some pretty good genes, I reckon. So, between that and good Lord taking care of me and a lot of effort, and I guess, it'll take you far. But here we are, and so I'm ready to get it done.
You just got to stay on it for 8 seconds?
It's just
it's only 8 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
what's the big deal?
Yeah, I reckon I've been on that many and ridden that many. People was asking me, "Well, you gonna get on some practice bulls?" And I was like, "Well, I've been on a ton of them this year." So, it's one of those things that it's like riding a bike, But sometimes you get too old to ride a bike too.
I know Cody well enough to know that his focus is not on the 300th bull.
Yeah.
It's on the 302nd bull. He wants to walk out there Saturday night, the guy. I, as a sponsor of this event, I don't sponsor it for me to be on Mike Weatherford's show. I think it's great, and I appreciate you inviting me. But I sponsor it because of you, and I'm.
Well, that's just 1 8 second. There's 24 seconds I got to work, so
Yeah.
that's my goal. And we couldn't be able to do this without people supporting us. We're grateful for that.
Yeah, but everybody in this community is behind you, and it's important to do that, and it's important to
What all can we expect going on out there?
Well, we got a lot of fun going on. I mean, from beginning to end. You remember the entertainer we had last year? So that dude's going to keep it fun. Dave Showtime Meyer is going to be here. For our VIP guests, we're going to have a special event. It's going to be from 5 to 5:30 where Clint Atkins, myself, it'll be Keyshawn. He's confirmed going to come in, and we got Savano. So the three of us are going to be interacting with Clint Atkins, the announcer, for about 15 minutes there, and then we'll get to meet and greet with some folks. But yeah, then so that's going to be taking place 5 to 5:30 during the day. On Saturday, we're going to have the family day, and so we're going to have that cornhole contest with the riders and with the.
That wasn't no damn game when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, that's a different kind of game.
Make sure we was on the same. Okay, go ahead.
But then there will be fun for everybody to come out and enjoy. You know, we'll have some bouncy houses and things if you want to get there a little early on Saturday. And but then, I mean, just what's more fun than watching the best bull riders in the world? You know, some of the best bulls. You know what I mean?
Bouncy houses with baby oil. That sounds fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm out.
But you know what? Hey, you know what? On a serious note,
I am serious. No, it don't sound fun.
you were talking about earlier. This is just like
My
what you
boys
see
ain't
on
never been in the
TV.
military. I don't
When you were talking about this is like just like what you see on TV. This is going to be on TV.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Pluto.
Pluto TV. So we've been working all week trying to get all that lined up. And it's been a learning process for us. And Travis, I don't know about you, but this is my first time ever doing anything with live TV. So
you're doing it right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've never ran a show that was televised.
Yeah,
Man, you'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
It's simple.
We got a great team. We're not worried
it's
about it.
all about the team.
Yeah.
That's like here. It's all about the team.
Yeah.
So we got PBR tickets.
Yeah.
Are there any available?
We have plenty.
Yeah, there's some available. You can go to the website, PBRinParis.com, and get those through Eventbrite. Or if you show up at the door either night, bring us cash, and we'll sell them to you straight up for $35, and you can avoid the Eventbrite fee with that. So there are still a few VIP tickets left. Like you said, you get the experience of getting to do the meet and greet with some of those folks. You get a shirt out of the deal, and those tickets are $100. But those will probably be sold before the night of. So,
Right. So break it down. We got general admission, VIP, and there's another one.
That's hospitality for the sponsors.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
That's
that's
cool.
the sponsor area.
Right.
So you can do that. We've also got the shirt. You can see it right here. They ragged me when I got here because I had to.
That
You know,
ain't the
I
only-
had to unload all the boxes from Homes today. Home Sporting
Well,
Goods.
I mean,
Get
you know,
these-
you
I
forgot
know.
me.
I know. I forgot Cody Nance himself. I mean, you know, and so
We know how he is, Cody. It's pretty obvious.
Casey did a good job on this. You can see at some point I'll spin around. You can see all the.
We
sponsors
don't
on
want
the
to
back.
look. If you didn't bring down any
That's
more, I
fine.
don't want to talk.
That's fine. So
See how he does it?
that's fine.
If he was any kind of promoter, he'd have let Cody wear one backwards with the sponsors on the front.
That's
Him wear-
right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But
you know, we just let him slide this time.
Yeah, we'll let
He's
him
busy.
slide.
He just
he's
got done with
new
the
to this
River
job,
Jam.
I think. He's new to this job.
I think he finally got out of bed from the River Jam. I think he'd been asleep all week.
I'll have to say one thing about it. I tried to go to all of them that I could. You know, there's no way to, and I have to give Travis credit, son. He was humping.
Don't do that.
He was humping.
You'll never get him out of here. He'll stay
yeah.
all night.
He
He's
stayed
kinda
busy.
like a dog. If you feed him, he'll never leave. So
Something
don't
like
feed him. He'll never leave.
Appreciate those kind words there, Mike.
All right, brother. Now, Tim, what else we got going on out there?
the
That's a celebrity bull
So you got
ride.
the celebrity bull riding. Before we get into that, I will say there's fireworks both nights. That was something last year that ServPro sponsored for Saturday night. We had a lot of folks that loved the fireworks, and they said, "Hey, we'll kick in some more money. Let's do fireworks both nights."
Right.
So that's something that a lot of folks have been asking us about on social media. So we'll have fireworks after the show both
You know anything
nights.
about the fireworks?
And I think we know the guy who shoots them for
That's
us.
right.
And so he's sitting right down there. So thanks to our folks at Surf Pro, they took care of that for both
deal.
nights. And then like you said, the celebrity bull riding was kind of born right here on this set. And so we're really excited about that. We have cut back. All the stuff says 25, but as we got to looking at production times and all of that, 25 riders might take us a couple hours. So we're kind of cut
It's
that
according to
down.
how well they ride.
We've cut this
how well
down for
the
the
guy.
for the mechanical bull. We've cut this down to about 10 riders because if we tried to ride 25 through here and do everything we're going to do at the show, they're going to get to do interviews with you and Heather and talk about their sponsors and all that kind of stuff. So we've cut this down to 10. But as you can see on the screen here, these folks from throughout the community, they're going to get scored on their actual ride, their points, speed of the machine, those types of things. This is a fundraiser for the community fund, so they'll get a point for every $500 they raise, and then crowd participation. So we do actually have 2 slots that have opened up today. So we capped it at 10. I had 2 open up today.
Perfect. The 2 of you are ready, right? Y'all can fill those.
Oh man!
You talking to
He's
Mike?
pointing one over there.
No, back.
Oh, he's
Look
pointing
at all
back
the pointing going on.
Yeah, all the pointing.
Dang.
Yeah.
Between us, we got 2 that can fill those positions.
So
Right there.
reach out to us. We'd love to fill those last 2 slots. You got something cool
Explain-
sitting there.
Yes, right. Explain to us
So
what this is all about right here.
so camera, can you zoom in on this?
Oh, they'll zoom around here. Watch them. Where you want me to pick it up at? Well, let's see here.
They're going back to 2. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. I see what he's doing. He's going to go to camera 2, and he's going to zoom in. So when you got an event like this, you really don't want to do prize money, but this is something that's big that Cody and Corey bring to their events. The winner of PBR will get a belt buckle. They also do some belt buckles to acknowledge folks, and so they said, hey, let's do a belt buckle for the winner of the Mechanical Bull contest. And so pretty excited about that.
That is a Montana Silversmith buckle.
I see
That's the
that.
official buckle of the PBR. So
Hold it.
That's
This
pretty
is
cool.
sounding better all the time.
Sounds like something you should get in.
So we could sign you up now.
So I'll
Can
tell
I
you,
nominate?
here's some of the riders we've got.
Can
that
I
you
wear
be-
spurs?
Not on my bull.
Not
no.
on
He
his
don't
bull.
want. No, he don't like
But
that.
you wear your hindless chaps.
Here's who
I
you're.
can.
Yeah.
Here's
We've
who,
had worse on it.
Here's who you're competing against. You've got Erin Caldwell from Holmes, Casey Minch from the Chamber. She was one of the first ones that said, "I'm in. I got to do that."
She's hustling.
She's hustling. She's raising some money. Aiden Fry, a lot of you guys know him. He just graduated from the high school. That's Josh and Kelly Fry's son. Mark Berg out at Blues Landing said, well, I'm going to get on that bull, especially when he saw there was a buckle involved. He's practicing the whole deal. Ricky Price, our buddy from Pepsi.
One thing about Mark, we're going to have to make sure he don't use his long legs like a kickstand
Yeah,
to
he
push
can't
himself
just
back
yet.
up there.
That's what I was worried about. He's going to try that. Then you got Sarah Thomas. She's with the Henry County Coalition. She's a JC too. And so glad to see her jump in and raise some money there. Michael Sargent from Michael Sargent State Farm. And then George Ballard. That's Lauren Ballard at Sight to See Eye Care. They're a big sponsor. That's her daddy.
Travis
Can't wait to
McLeese.
see that.
I heard that name. And Chris Dowdy. That name's come up.
I don't think y'all
I
understand.
can get my go-kart sponsor.
Tater Hayes. David Hayes. That name's
He's
come
running
up.
for office. He should have to.
He should be mandatory.
Look.
I like seeing him out there.
Ponytail and all.
Yeah. Come on, Tater.
You
all
gonna
you got
sponsor
to
me?
have. Yeah, I'll sponsor you. I'm supposed to say no.
It's
You
coming.
see that look?
It's coming.
This girl out over there said she'd ride for you, Tater.
Yeah, I used her to do a little Facebook promo for the
That's right.
the
We'll
bull
get-
riding the other day.
Hayes Construction and Mike will take care of this girl if we can get her to ride.
There you go. Sounds
There
like
you
a
go.
plan.
We got two of them. There you go. Good deal. All right, Saturday. We already picked you up one. Somebody can get on Facebook Live and take that last spot.
It's there.
One spot left. If you
Let
want to
us
ride,
know.
you just got to get you some sponsors. It's $500 sponsors.
$500
You get one or
minimum.
50.
Yep. However you want to do it.
And you can ride the mechanical bull, and if you win, you get this cool belt buckle. And tell them what else they get. The recognition saying, hey, I rode the bull that Cody Nance was running. You're going to run the remotes, right?
I'm going to be running the machine.
There
yeah.
you go. That's why in the hell I ain't getting
Look,
on
if
it.
I, hey, can I, what's it?
I know all the tricks.
Can I run it? Can I run the bull?
Well, no.
You know, look, man, I'm an equipment operator. Let me run the bull.
No, a little
Yeah.
different.
You run bull pretty good.
Yeah,
But I
but
can't say that S word on the end of the bull I'm talking about.
Yeah.
hold it. Let me
Yeah.
think. Is that one of those 7 words? Yeah, you can't say that
I
word.
can't, well, you shoot a lot of bull, too.
Yep.
You do.
It's the people I hang out with every day. It's
I
the
know. You
problem.
to change, you
my
do.
lunch buddies.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they. Just,
Yeah. Hey, thank God I had a lunch buddy today. I left without my billfold, remember? If you'll
Yeah.
do that, you'll get your lunch bought.
That's a good idea.
He jumped in the truck with him to get about 2 blocks. I said, Bubba, I forgot my billfold. I got you covered. I just smiled. We went on.
Yeah, y'all know how often that happens?
I got friends like that. And speaking of friends, we like to recognize the people that are involved, but they're also friends. And, the relationship goes a lot farther than sponsorship. And as a second year, we'd like to take a moment now just to, speaking of belt buckles, present one to our presenting sponsor,
Oh, man.
Mr. Dowdy himself.
Oh, turn that thing, get the thing out of that box. Let's see it.
How do you get it out of the box?
Just open it.
Now. Don't drop it right there.
That's
Turn that
awesome.
thing around there at the camera. Put it on camera 4. See
Even
what's-
got his name on.
Camera 1 this time. Now hold it up there. Show everybody. He's going to focus in. Now you're saying 4. Go toward 4. Y'all make your mind up in the control room.
Well, you got to get the lighting from both
Yeah.
angles,
Coming on here. Now, look at there. Dowdy.
Full effect.
Yeah, look at that. That's cool right there.
That's
man.
awesome. Thank you very much.
You need to keep that's
I
pretty
like that
neat
red,
right
white,
there.
and blue. That's-
I do too.
It's nice right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
You
bet
gonna
you-
wear it this weekend?
I'm probably gonna wear it as soon as we walk out of here. But figure out how to swap buckles out on this belt I've got. That's awesome. Thank
That's
you very
pretty
much.
cool right there, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't get no
awesome.
better than that.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Uh-oh, they're asking for a donation for Facebook for Tater to ride. Hey, we get enough
Who's
money.
asking that?
I don't know. I don't know. But that's what's going on my monitor here. It says, we're asking for a donation, excuse me, on Facebook for Tater Ride. If we can get, they offered to me, but I had to renege. If we can get, how much you want to let him ride?
$1,000.
$1,000, and I guarantee you I'll put Tater on the bull.
I'll tell you what.
All right, come on.
If they can raise $1,000 on Facebook, I'll ride the bull.
There you go, folks.
Once forward and once backwards.
For how long?
What's your
what's your projected time here?
I mean, yes,
I better
it's a
not-
fundraiser, right? What do you do for $2,000?
I don't know. I'd have to think on that one.
Yeah.
Come on,
That
Bill.
boy might not be able to put that on there.
No, it's got to be, for the public. We can't
Yeah.
do anything like you normally do when
Look,
you're
man,
down
I can't get hurt though. We gotta shoot some fireworks and
You ain't
stuff.
I was
gonna,
gonna say-
are you planning on getting hurt?
No,
if
not
you
really.
fall off and you break an
How
arm,
long I gotta ride it?
Well, 8
Just long
seconds.
enough.
8 seconds?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to ride. Just ride the bull. You
Yeah,
better.
you got to ride the bull 8 seconds.
Get the $1,000 and we'll go.
All right, folks, y'all hear me right now. Let's get the money up and let's make old Tater ride the bull. And you got to come live to watch him ride this bull. Because I guarantee you that I'm going to reach over with a broom handle, and every time Cody's working one in control, I'm going to poke it. That bull's going to do some stuff that's just never been known before.
Just get the money up. Let's go.
All right, folks. I heard that's pretty cool right there.
I'm in for $100 on your table.
$100. We got $100 already. Hell, I'll match his 100. We got 200. All we need is $800 more dollars, and Tater is going to ride the bull. All right,
got
folks. We're going to get it. We'll be out there, and we'll get that money. I'll get it out of the crowd if I don't get it tonight. He's going to be on that bull.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, that's one of the things that's so neat, and Tater said it best. Chris mentioned it. The whole, Cody's humbleness throughout all this. I'm constantly calling, and a lot of times I'll call Corey for it first and say, okay, if we put his face all over this and do a hashtag fill the fairgrounds, I know what reaction I'm going to get out of him, but do I get your permission first? Because that's our moment for this community to love on him. The overwhelming amount of sponsorship money that these guys pour into it, that Mike poured into it, that, Allegro, JMC Firearms, Surf Pro, all these guys, Chad Robinson, Total Tech Salute, you go down the list, that's local money of people that are throwing in and investing to see events like this happen. And it's a big deal not only for the community, but this is our way to kind of salute our hometown guy, and he's a celebrity, and it's always fun when you talk to people from that industry and they go, oh my gosh, Cody Nance? Well, yeah, he's my buddy. And so they love him.
There's no reason for people to spend $5 a gallon gas traveling off to see something somewhere when we've got some of the best things been going on right here in our own community, man. And
Yeah.
I just urge everybody to come out. I mean,
There's no reason not to show up next Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. What times it start, guys?
7 o'clock, doors open at 5.
All right.
Yep.
Saturday, we got the Celebrity Bull Ride.
Yep. Family Day is going to start
Family
at
Day,
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
So there'll be
We're
bouncy
gonna-
houses. Yep.
We're going to do a live Mike Weatherford Show broadcast, me and Heather. We're going to do it at starting at 3 p.m. We're going to show all these bull rides. We get enough money, we will show Tater riding the bull. And Tater, when you fall off and you break a hip, make it look like it really hurts.
Yeah.
And when your nose is bleeding, make it real blood.
I'm
dude.
not nearly as worried about getting off. I figure that's pretty self-explanatory. Getting on, maybe.
You gotta hike that hip up.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I got on it one time. And getting off wasn't the problem. It was getting my big old butt up on.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I'll get you on. Don't worry about the bull. I'll get you on. Hell, I'll throw you up on it.
I have to bring my sky lift.
No.
I was out there yesterday. They got a forklift out there.
Yeah,
They can get you on the bull.
I'll get you on the bull. All
I
right,
appreciate
guys.
all the help.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, the bull ride, celebrity bull rides for the mechanical bull starts at 3 p.m. Saturday. We're going to live stream it here on the Mike Weatherford Show. You don't want to miss none of this, guys. Go to the fairgrounds, get your ticket because you're going to wait and they're going to all be gone and you're going to hear about it. You don't want to do that. You want to be there live and see all the activities going on. This weekend, PBR, Cody Nass going to ride his. Tell him, Cody.
Well, yeah, so, I mean, that's 300 on the Elite Tour. And so
That's
let me
right.
explain what that means here. This event last year, if you thought it was cool, it was a Tier 3.
Right.
So this year's a Tier 1.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what makes it an Elite Tour. I've got 700 almost qualified rides on all the tour levels
Right.
combined. But on the Elite Tour is where it's at. That's the ones that count.
That's right.
And so, that's what we're looking at this weekend. This is
So
the
you
best
don't
of the
want to miss
best.
it. He's going to make the ride. I feel pretty confident.
I feel confident. I mean, you know,
he's going
hopefully it
to
don't
Just
take a
8
funny.
seconds, ma'am. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
It's just 8
But they
seconds.
always say it's just 8 seconds.
Hold on loosely and don't let
Remember
it go.
that. Yeah, remember that. When you're on that mechanical bull, remember
His
that.
300th, my first. Here we go.
You ain't going to make 2 seconds if I got anything.
You
to
ain't
do.
got the money yet.
That's right. Oh, we'll
Hey.
get the damn money. Don't worry about that. But anyway,
I'll throw in one other thing because everybody's looking at the weather forecast and
Yeah,
the questions
rain.
about the rain and all that. One thing that's going to be really cool for us this year, our friends out at Shamrock Dirt and Forestry are helping do a lot of the dirt work out there. And so,
out
last
there right
year,
now, slicking
last year this guy was out there with a rake digging
Oh,
a
yeah.
trench when it started raining just to try to help get that. And so they've got some really cool ideas. They've been talking to a lot of our JCs who've been through plenty of rain events. Guys, we're gonna have us a PBR.
It's gonna
So
happen.
everybody keeps saying we're gonna do if it rains. We're gonna have us a PBR. So
all right,
we're
guys.
thankful for
I
that.
appreciate y'all coming in. They're on my ear. I got 2 shows tonight, so I appreciate everything.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. We're going to have this going on this weekend.
All right.
Man, do it, brother.
Well, we're
I'll be
taking
there
all the
watching.
precautions necessary to make sure that ground's ready.
It's going to be ready.
I've been working. I'm
Weather
getting
ain't
ready.
a problem.
I think
Weather
everybody
ain't a
else is
problem.
ready.
Good luck to you on that
Yeah.
300.
Who don't want a little
You're
rain?
going to make it, baby.
Hey, just keep the dust down.
That's exactly
go.
right. It's just going to be a little
Cool
rain.
it
All right,
off.
guys. I appreciate all y'all coming in.
Yep.
Thank you.
And we'll see you out there this weekend.
Yep,
And
we'll see.
good luck, brother. Stay healthy, man. All right, guys. We'll be. All right, we're going to take a quick break. After the break, we're going to have IperionX come in here. There are the titanium mining going over in Camden, Tennessee. We're going to find out about that. That's why I brung Tater in here, because he's a miner. But we're going to find out what that's going on. So, all right, folks. So, that's right. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
This presentation of the Mike Weatherford Show is being brought to you by
Don't forget, August the 4th, your friend, my friend, and our friend, David Hayes, is running for County Commissioner, District 4. Don't be a hater. Vote for Tater.
This has been a paid political ad for David Hayes for County Commissioner. Paid for by David Hayes.
With a new name and a new location, Paris Power Sports is now Paris Outdoor Power. What's not changing, though, is the same great quality service and commitment to your satisfaction. Leading the area since 2016 as your bad boy and skag mower dealer, Paris Outdoor Power will continue to proudly bring only the best in outdoor equipment, including now TYM tractors, as well as outstanding, reliable service that is centered on and committed to creating long-lasting relationships. Come see our new showroom today, Paris Outdoor Power. Mow with an attitude and power on.
Napa Auto and Truck Parts. With over 95 years of experience, you can trust the Napa know-how.
Take Me Back Cafe.
delicious home-cooked family-style meals in a nostalgic, warm, and inviting atmosphere. Take Me Back Cafe, great for the entire family.
And the attorneys at Hawley & McAdams, who with over 90 years of combined experience pride themselves in competent, thorough representation, utilizing their vast experience in a broad array of practice areas. Voted favorite law firm in the 14th Annual Reader's Choice Award, Hawley & McAdams are proud and honored to serve you.
Shattering the image of standard nursing homes and committed to enhancing the human spirit, Charter Senior Living of Paris is focused on removing barriers that can prevent your success and a better life. A unique boutique community with many wonderful amenities, we offer various levels of quality care in an apartment and floor plan of your choosing. Learn more and request your free resource guide at charterparis.com or give us a call today. When physical assistance becomes a necessity, enjoy the peace of mind you deserve. The decision to buy or sell a home can be a difficult one, and it's important to have someone you can trust during that process. Landmark Realty is that someone, committed to serving you and to building solid, long-lasting relationships. Our experienced real estate agents with established professional networks work hard to help you find your perfect dream home. Browse our wide variety of homes at landmarkrealtytn.com or stop in at either of our 2 locations in Camden or Paris. Don't live in the past. Let Landmark move you into your future.
Whether it's real estate, business, criminal, or family law, civil litigation, estate planning, or even personal injury, attorneys Andy Clark and Chad Cox of Clark & Cox PLLC provide the experience and trusted representation that you're looking for. A long-standing Paris PI Reader's Choice favorite, Clark & Cox address your legal issues using the team approach, setting into motion a strong and highly competent and capable staff to assist you with all your legal needs. To find out more about how we can help you, visit clarkandcoxlaw.com or call us at 731-642-4446.
L.I. Smith & Associates, a full-service engineering and surveying company that combines 40 years of industry expertise with new cutting-edge technology to provide innovative solutions to real-world problems. Headquartered in Paris, the professionals at L.I. Smith are dedicated to providing high-quality surveying and civil engineering services throughout Henry County and the surrounding region. L.I. Smith & Associates, industry expertise, innovative solutions, and community-focused. 54 Fuel Mart, a great place to eat with friendly staff and some of the best gas prices in town. Stop in for a bite to eat or get treated like family. That's 54 Fuel Mart, 1213A West Wood Street in Paris.
Kenny Christopher has been truly honored to represent his home county of Benton as your sheriff for the past 8 years and would like to thank all its citizens for affording him that opportunity. Kenny recognizes that no one can do this job alone and that he has been truly blessed by God with a supportive family as well as a fully dedicated, sacrificial, and hardworking staff of employees. Election Day is coming August 4th, and Kenny Christopher humbly asks for your continued support and vote for Sheriff of Benton County.
This has been a paid political ad for Sheriff of Benton County, Tennessee, paid for by Kenny Christopher for Sheriff.
What happens when we welcome unity? When we welcome innovation and new ideas? When we welcome change? Well, that's when progress happens. At IperionX, that's what we're focused on. Progress. Progress looks like decarbonizing and enabling our aerospace sector to fly farther, safer, reimagining our EVs to reduce emissions and improve performance, enabling and advancing American space exploration, empowering broader adoption for 3D printing, improving the strength and durability of medical devices for those in need, strengthening and decarbonizing modern consumer products for greater longevity, and building sustainable American critical mineral supply chains to American soil. That's real progress. We're IperionX. We're developing an American low to zero carbon, low cost titanium metal supply chain based on breakthrough technologies backed by the Department of Energy's ARPA-E program. Titanium metal has the highest strength to weight ratio of any metal and is more resistant to corrosion. Lower cost, low carbon titanium, thanks to IperionX's innovative hammer metals technology, is the welcome progress America's been searching for. IperionX groundbreaking titanium metal technology, combined with our Titan critical mineral project in Camden, Tennessee, which is the largest titanium, zircon, and rare earths mineral project in America, puts us on the cusp of being the leader in decarbonized, sustainable, all-American critical material supply chains for advanced American industries. IperionX. We're the new face of American titanium. Welcome progress.
All right, welcome back, folks. We've got the main guys here from IperionX. It's our neighbors over in Camden, Tennessee. We're going to find out what this is all about. I've been hearing about it, Tater. I'm sure you have too.
I have.
For a long time, and just didn't quite understand what was going on over here. So we're going to find out. I want to welcome Taso. Say your last name for me, sir. Arima, welcome to the show. Glad to have you, sir.
Absolutely. Glad to be on.
Who have you got with you tonight?
So I've got my Chief Operating Officer, Scott Sparks, and he can give a bit of a background on himself. And also Jonathan Lord. So Scott, you want to...
So Scott Sparks, I'm originally from Charleston, West Virginia. About a little over 40 years of mining experience. Joined up with Tasso several years ago on another mineral project and hit 2-3 others. And then this last one, joined up with him in Camden to start exploring this reserve here.
Oh, okay. So
Yep.
we do have a reserve of titanium around here.
Titanium, yeah, absolutely. We've got titanium and the rare earth critical minerals here, right here in the McNairy Sands, which actually run through Henry, Benton, Carroll County as well, and they actually go all the way down to the border with Mississippi. So we've actually drilled in McNairy County and found the same mineralization there. I'll pass it over to my VP of Geology and Land, Jonathan Lord. He can give a bit more of an explanation on that as well.
Yeah, no, so we're sitting on the eastern flank of a historic seaway, an interior seaway, or a shoreline. So we're mining the beach just 65 million years later, as Appalachia eroded and deposited here. So that's where we're at. That's where what we're interested in.
How did you find out that we had that around here? I mean, what made you think to come to West Tennessee to look?
Well, Jonathan and I are actually writing a children's book that we hope to put out soon for West Tennessee, children in West Tennessee. It was known that there was potential for these sort of minerals out here. There was some historic drilling done in the 60s and 70s, but as Jonathan explained, the Appalachian Mountains were as high as the Himalayas once, and they eroded, and as they eroded, those minerals were carried to what was the ancient beaches 65 million years ago. And when you're a geologist, I'm not a geologist, Jonathan and some of our other team are, but you knew that there was the potential for these minerals here. So we followed up when we started 2 years ago. We followed up on some historic data, and we were really approaching this with the view that we need to reshore these critical minerals that are being imported into this country today. Here we don't just have titanium, we've also got the rare earths where almost 100% of them are coming from China today. Titanium is 70% controlled by China and Russia. So the idea was, let's find the feedstock that we can produce sustainably back here in America and reshore it right here.
Explain to us what all titanium is used in.
So the titanium minerals that come out of here, you can just take the mineral out and not convert it to the metal, and you can sell it into the paint and pigment market. So the Kamua's facility in New Johnsonville can take that and produce titanium pigment out of it. But we have some of the other minerals as well, like the rare earth minerals, which are used to make the magnets that are either used in electric vehicles or in defense applications. And especially in the defensive applications, those magnet materials are now coming from China, and that's obviously not good to have our minerals that are going into these applications to be coming from some of the adversarial countries like that. So the titanium metal, though, if you take the titanium mineral and you convert it into metal, which we don't have the capacity to do that anymore here in the United States, we import 100% of that. You can then put it into the high-tech applications like aerospace, space, commercial aerospace, and also into a lot of other defensive applications.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Terry.
You said that you could use it in like the electric vehicles. Is the big push for electric vehicles now part of the reason you're exploring for this or trying to process it, or?
For me, the big push, so both Scott and I and Jonathan, we come from the minerals industry, a background in minerals extraction. Scott and I, a few years ago, together with our team, we founded a company called Piedmont Lithium, reshoring the lithium supply chain, and that was specific for the electric vehicle supply chain, and that's when I first came to America in 2015.
So you've been involved in lithium?
I was involved in lithium. I was the founder of a company called Piedmont Lithium out of North Carolina, but prior to that, Scott and I were in the coal industry. And really the push after Piedmont Lithium was not necessarily electric vehicles, although supporting electric vehicles and any other advanced applications that...
It's used in medicine and everything, lithium is.
It is. Yeah, it is. Lithium carbonate.
Medicine,
yeah, absolutely.
Lithium is a very versatile
mineral. Yeah. But for us, it was more about we need to reshore critical minerals that go into any of our advanced industries back here to America. We are strategically at a disadvantage with a lot of these mineral supply chains, and we could see that. And so
sure we are.
The idea is let's bring it back home.
Let's do it. If we got it here, let's get it out of the ground.
Yeah.
I think we got a still of how we mine in this country compared to other countries. Is that correct?
Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah. So this is a good example here. Jonathan actually was one of the key mine geologists for the mine on the left-hand side. Jonathan, why don't you explain
that? That had been mined?
Yeah.
That's reclamation there, you see there.
Right, yeah, so you can see the road trees there. So that's after we've extracted, say, 5% heavy minerals, put that 95% quartz sand back in the ground, recontoured it back to original topography, and then planted and seeded it back. Yep.
So there's no drill or blasting here like you see on the right-hand side.
You're strip mining, basically, strip mining.
We strip mine, but we actually progressively or actively rehabilitate behind ourselves.
How deep down do you have to go to get to titanium? Leave that up there a minute. I'm going to ask another question. How far do you have to go down to get to the lithium, or the minerals y'all are
Yeah, or the titanium, the heavy minerals. This particular mine, it was near surface and went down to about 20 feet. What we're looking at here, mineralization generally starts around 5 feet, and it goes as deep as, say, 150 feet.
So the other mine is in Australia. I've got some of my family's from Australia. The Weatherfords, I think they're a big mine and stuff. Weatherford industry over in Australia. So that right there, it's another story I'll tell you later about my mother used to say about my dad's people. They all live in caves. Well, they did, because a lot of Australia is hot and they mine and lived underground over there. It's just a long different story. That's not about me, but it's funny when you said that. But that's where my dad's people was from, Australia. But you're planting cameras called a Titan project?
Yeah, it's the
Wonder where that name come from.
So, yeah, it's a Titan. The Tennessee Titans. It's going to be.
Are we capable in this area that you're going to mine? Are we capable of getting the resources we need and can quit buying from China and other places? Is it capable of doing it here? And when do y'all know that answer? If we got the minerals here, like we've got the oil, but we don't drill it. If we got the minerals.
So what we've found, we've just touched the iceberg of what the potential is out here. We have about 11,000 acres straddling Henry, Carroll, and Benton County. We've drilled and we're about to release a study on the first 4,000 acres or so, 4,200 acres, which would make it the largest operation for titanium and rare earth minerals from this type of deposit in North America. It's globally significant, but there is significantly more potential. As I said, we've got properties 80 miles to the south where we drilled, and we find the same sort of mineralization. Over time, we can completely wean ourselves off of Chinese and Russian titanium, for sure, titanium metal, and actually with our technology that we have, we're able to produce titanium metal cheaper, so expand the uses of titanium into a lot more applications here in
Do you
America.
see it being a long-lasting mineral, or is it something?
We're
that's
going to be here generations.
Generations.
Generations is a lot. How do you take when you mine? It's in white sand, I think you said a while ago. You extract the mineral titanium from the sand, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, then y'all got a process to turn it into what? I told you before we started, I'm kind of dumb. How does that work?
So let's go through the mining. Why doesn't Scott give an overview of the
I
mining?
figured he would know
All
that.
right. Yeah, so, the first thing we do is we remove the trees and the topsoil. We get down to the area of mineralization. We take that and put it through a wet process where we use a cyclone, mostly hydrocyclones, to remove the clays. So about 25-30% of it's going to be clays, or what we call ultrafines. So we remove that out first. Then we're left with the sand, the white sand and the titanium, and we do that separation in a piece of equipment we call mineral spiral. So it's just water and gravity. And it goes down, there's a helix that goes around in a spiral, and that separates, so the heavies go to the inside, the lights go to the outside, allows us to separate out those titanium particles with just using water and gravity.
So it ain't a lot of harmful chemicals in
No, there's no acid leaching and that kind of stuff like you'd see in copper and gold mining and stuff.
So will you be using, I know what you're gonna have silica sand as a byproduct,
Right.
right?
But most of that's
are you gonna market that or use that also, or are you gonna be putting that back into the?
Well, right now, our current plan is to put that back into the field. So we're going to be taking out 3 to 5%. So if you think about it, whatever we take out of the ground, we're putting back 95%, 97% is going back in the ground. So once you get that swell factor, as you know, when you remove dirt and you put it back, then that contour is going to be approximately the same. So we're not going to have any big, deep, 100-foot holes that's acres and acres.
Well,
I've helped mine the silica sand over there in Camden. That's why I was asking. And I know the titanium is in the silica sand along with cobalt and a lot of other different.
Yeah, so we're mainly after that titanium dioxide particle, along with some other, monazite and some of the things that.
Can you see it?
But the total, you can see it.
You can see it.
You can see it.
Yep, especially when you take a sample out and put it in a pan, and our geologists they do a better job than I do, but they can pan that out, and you'll see that in the top of that pan on the heavy section, you'll see that black streak right in the top of it, and then they use that as an indication of how much mineralization's in that area. So we get a
talking about
estimation.
The hole and all. My father always told me when I was kids, I was raised on a farm, you dug fence posts.
Yep.
You dug a hole, you put a pole in it, and you wouldn't have enough dirt to fill the hole up. My daddy says the moon was in the wrong phase.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. You ever noticed that? You dig a hole, Tater, and you put a big post in that hole, and you ain't got enough dirt to fill the hole up.
That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah,
because that's got to do with the moon.
That's what my dad always told me. He said, "Oh, son, you can't dig posts those days." That's something I'm talking
So
about.
how do you go about drying that sand and all back out to put back into the to do your reclaiming with?
It'll go through that same cyclone process where we so the cyclone will dry that material up, and the water will come back to us to reprocess, and then it'll stack out. It'll actually make piles, and then we'll push that back out for reclamation.
So you'll have your plant operation set up here, and then how are you going to transport it to your plant? Like
right now, we're thinking we'll pump it. We'll pump it along because that, number one, it's a cost advantage, but number two, it gives us what we call attrition. So as we're pumping, it's stirring that stuff up, and we're getting those fine, ultrafine clay particles broke up from the sand. Because if we don't do that, we'll have to put something in the plant, attrition cells or some kind of mechanical way of introducing energy in that to stir it up and get those particles separated.
some of that sand over there they pumped 8 miles.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And that whole pumping process gives us what we call attrition. It just helps breaks it up more, makes it better prepared on the other end.
So out of a yard of material, how much is the good stuff?
Out of a yard of material? I mean, it's 3 to 5%.
3 to 5%.
So it wouldn't be much.
No, it's not much.
No.
But the mining, you don't have the drill or blast mining, so it's not like a typical hard rock mine like what you have in a copper or gold operation. So no drilling, no blasting. We use dozers. We push it into these into the hopper where we slurry it and pump it out into the plant. The plant is very cheap because again it's just water and gravity, so it's pumps and electricity. And so
Have you got your plant set up? Yeah.
we've got a small mineral demonstration facility set up out there on one of our sites, and
should've
Scott's
come.
building another.
Yeah,
So
we're adding
definitely-
to it here pretty soon, but yeah, you can come out sometime.
I want
and
to do that. I want a video.
Yeah,
of
so
it.
we take samples right now that Jonathan then prepare from the drill logs, put them in 55-gallon drums. We take those 55-gallon drums one at a time, put it in a sump, and we've got one pump that's just churning it up. The other pump takes it up to a 10-inch hydrocyclone, and we blow the clays off, and the sand comes out the bottom. We put it into a sand screw to further polish. What we do polishing, where we add a little bit more clarified water, get rid of some clays. And then the sand screw goes up elevated, gets the water out of it, drops it into a barrel so we can send it off to the lab for further testing.
So you lease the land from people? Is that how you get your
Yeah,
area to
Jonathan?
mine?
Jonathan?
Primarily, yes, we lease. We do own 3 tracks out right now, and we have a couple other options to purchase. It all depending on what the landowner wanted. We preferred option lease.
Yeah. Right. So the landowner gets paid by the ton, by the. I don't know about the
Right.
gold. You sell it by the ounce. How do you sell titanium?
Right, you sell it by the ton, and so
Okay.
they're
They're paid by the ton.
Yeah, they'll be paid a royalty
Right.
based on the tons produced and
And
sold.
when you get ready, they get to cut their timber off. I'm sure if they want to do what they want to. Then when they get done, y'all put it back.
Yep.
And thank them and leave. So it's pretty. Y'all fall under the same category as any mining company. EPA, y'all go through the EPA and all the regulations that deals with.
Yep,
We go
EPA,
through all that.
TDEC, MSHA, all those agencies.
to
go
go
through all
That's
that.
a lot of red tape before we ever get a shovel.
You
in the ground.
don't even know.
I imagine.
But yeah, we are doing this project, and I think significantly different than any of them that I've been in mining projects that I've been involved before, with regards where we have engaged with University of Tennessee Institute of Agriculture, and Tasso secured an agreement with them. We've got them on board. They're coming out doing soil samples, and what we want to do is to get them involved early. You know, there's been a lot of mining projects I've been involved with that when it's all done, my boss would come to me and say, take a crew of guys and go out and make that look nice, do something with it, you know, get rid of that eyesore or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't want to do it that way. And so we determined up front, what we want to do is we want to ask them to help us for the post-mining use. And what do we do as we're putting that back to make the soils and the property better than what it was before? So I'm really interested in seeing how that adds, you know, to our process, because if a guy wants, you know, he wants to put it back in agriculture, we want them to tell us, well, you need, you know, this is what you need to do to the soil to make it best for him. If he wants it in trees, if he wants it in pasture land, we want a recommendation from the University of Tennessee to, once they do that soil analysis, how can we best treat that and put it back? I mean, obviously, if we take down a 50-year-old oak tree, it's going to take 50 years to get it back.
Yeah.
But
Y'all plant trees back.
we will, yeah, if that's what they
There
want.
must be a pretty profitable mineral you're after, because you're doing a lot more than a lot of strip mining does. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to be a but I know titanium's in everything. It's in the joints. People have titanium joints.
That's true.
Being an old racer and building race engines, we use titanium in race engines a lot. I don't know if it's the same thing.
Yep,
You know,
it is.
It's a very light. But what I know about titanium, y'all know more. It's lighter than aluminum or stainless, but it's stronger.
It's stronger.
It's
Yeah,
stronger.
yeah, it's
What
strength
make-
to weight ratios.
Yeah.
Is more.
Yeah. We use it because it was lighter in race cars. You know, you want lightweight in engines. We use a lot of titanium. Now in your bodies, and with the carbon fiber. What other minerals are over there that y'all are y'all just going for titanium? Or is there other minerals you're going to extract also?
There's also the rare earths,
Right,
and those are important. So those go into making the magnets for the electric vehicles. So you
Right.
have the high temperature applicable magnets that go in electric vehicles or defense applications. They're made out of a magnet material called NdFeB, neodymium boron, ferric boron magnets. So neodymium, iron, and boron.
Right.
Neodymium is the rare earth mineral you need, and we've got plenty of it. We also have what's called the heavy rare earths, dysprosium and terbium, which goes into the military magnets, and we've got plenty of that as well.
In this area?
In this area.
In this area.
Yeah.
Is titanium all over the United States, or is it kind of just luckily right here where we're sitting at?
It shows up commonly on shorelines, because it's in sub-economic concentrations within rock, and it's very resistant to weathering. That's why it's such a good metal. And so it'll wind up on the beach. And so you got to look for. We can't mine a beach. We don't want to do that, right? That's not what we want to do. So we would look for 60 million year old, 100 million year old beaches, and where they're preserved. There's an opportunity.
If it was a 60 million, that's right. If there's it's in the open. But how long do you project it to take before y'all are wide open and mining and everything's rolling and going? When is y'all's target date?
Well, we're coming out with the study soon, so it's tough to say because we're regulated, being a listed company, what we can and cannot say around that. So we have to come out with the study soon, but we hope in the next few years that we can be in there. But what I'll say is that from our point of view, this is not a typical, we like to call it mineral extraction because it's less like what you see in a drill and blast hard rock sort of
when
mine.
you say mining, everybody's got a bad.
Yeah, it's not a big pit. You have a void or a pit while you're in that area, so you're in the 20 acres or 30 acres which you're mining, but after a month or two, you've already mined through that or extracted the minerals out of there, and you're already reclaiming it behind yourself. So you're actually moving through. So it's temporary disturbance rather than a long-term disturbance there that's going to stay as a pit forever. So it makes it less impact, and with us working with the University of Tennessee and working with the community to understand what our landowners, what the community would like it back as, we hope that pushes things along or makes it more palatable, allows us that social license to operate. And we want to be a good corporate citizen over the longer term. For us, though, it's not just the right thing to do. This is a business that we want to have for generations. I'm still relatively young. I want to be running this business in the next 10, 15 years. We have got some landowners who are interested but won't lease to us until they see an operation going. There's some areas we haven't even touched yet, and we know there's the mineral there. We've got 11,000 acres now. Could we have 100,000 acres and it's all mineralized? Yes. But the thing for us is, if we do the right thing, which we will, and we come out here and we show people over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we're not just going to have one operation in the McNairy Sand, we're going to have multiple. And we're going to be a juggernaut in the manufacturing of titanium in this country again. We're going to be the leader in the world. And we're going to reshore the minerals that we're now having to be so dependent on China and Russia for. We could see this coming, and we were very lucky through Scott to meet with Senator Manchin last year and tell him about this issue with titanium metal. And a lot of people, didn't really believe us, but you could see the train wreck happening. And then when the Ukraine-Russia situation started, Senator Manchin called Scott to ask him.
What was you saying, Scott?
He's like, tell me again, is this real? And he's done some research, and they realize the need to reshore the titanium.
Y'all got a revolutionary new process to get it, right? Mining and to process the mineral.
Right, to convert the mineral into metal.
Who designed that, y'all?
So that was not us. That was Dr. Zach Fong out of the University of Utah. He immigrated to the United States, I think, over 30 years ago now. He's a world-renowned metallurgist. He was funded by the Department of Energy about 10 years ago to start this research on a new way of taking titanium mineral or titanium scrap and manufacturing titanium metal and doing it cheaper and doing it more sustainably. Because we were, as a country, we were the first country in the world to commercialize the manufacture of titanium metal. But then we lost out to China and Russia as they grew their industries. And that's
they got titanium in China, excuse me.
They import a lot as well.
Where are they getting it from? Australia?
Australia, Madagascar, South Africa. Actually, Russia doesn't have any major deposits. They were getting it from Ukraine.
They had a lot of nickel at one time.
Yeah. They still do. They still do. But they've got a lot of titanium metal manufacturing that they were getting the mineral from Ukraine.
Okay.
So, so now they, with
So we need to get our mines open.
We need to get our
we need
things
to
going.
open. This is different. So we need to get our oil wells open and all that mining we can get
Yeah,
here.
you're getting in there. I got a question.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. 'Cause I've made my living in the mining business, and I've worked over there where y'all are working at too. And I've noticed y'all have put a lot of public information out there. I mean, like, I got this in the mail, and
Oh, great.
and I know the videos y'all did showing how y'all reclaimed, and that's like, I mean, I commend y'all on doing that. Is the reasoning that you're doing that because of some of the? I'm familiar with the mining operations for the titanium in the 70s, and that didn't go very well. For whatever reason, the public was bashing the company. We actually did work for the company, so I know. Are you just trying to? You're spending a lot of money on this stuff. Is it just to let the people know that you're not going to destroy the land? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I mean, is that?
We want them to know that we're very, very open. And
Right.
they can come and see us and talk to us anytime.
Because
we
somebody
also-
liable to go over here and open up a limestone pit, and they don't say nothing to nobody. They just do it, And I'm just wondering why y'all are so, you're putting a lot of information out there to the public and trying to explain yourself. And, I'm all about digging in the dirt, man. I've
Y'all
made my
have it.
living digging in the dirt.
I believe y'all
So-
got a community Facebook page too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, they're open to everybody.
It's
right there. It is.
Yeah, it's hugely important for us.
Yeah.
The community education, engagement. This is it's a sustainable way that we can produce these sort of critical minerals here in America, and we want people and we want the community to be on board. And it goes to not just doing the right thing by the community. It goes to good business practice. If we can. And we want to establish ourselves with the communities, not just in Benton, but here in Henry County and Carroll County, that we're going to do the right thing, because as we grow, as we get out there, as we show people that we've been doing the right thing over the last few years, we want to get more landowners to work with. We want to expand operations over the longer term. This is not just for us going to be one operation. We believe it's going to be multiple. So if we can do the right thing to engage and educate the community, I think it's good for us both, not just short term in helping us proceed and get the first operations going, but over the longer term it gives us that social license to operate. I came from a very heavy mining background in Western Australia, so for me it was really good that the mining industry taught us a lot about the minerals extraction business, and you always knew you had a job to go into the mining industry coming out of university or whatever. You always had a good career ahead of you, and what we want to do is try and educate people, but also the young ones out here, that they should be proud about the potential out here, and hopefully we can create something like what I had, where you always know, yes, you could go off somewhere and do something else, go be a movie star, whatever you want to do, but if you want to be in this industry, you should be proud of it. That's why we do it a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. Proof's in the pudding.
It is. The demand for titanium and other minerals is going to only grow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is, and if we ain't on top of it, I mean,
What?
China might come over and buy all that up and do it yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
They do it. They've done it out west.
I actually used to have a little jar of it that I
Yeah?
used to take to school when I was a kid for show and tell, that where the other company had been here, that was like 1972 or 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's probably
So-
where you got your information that titanium was here.
Yes.
But it's it's kind of like a granular form.
Yeah.
So, and you said there's no places in the United States that can put it into like sheet metal, or like sheet form, or
Not anymore.
Can you make it into like?
That material can be made into metal through our process and traditional coal processing, but we don't have any facilities that can do that commercially here in the United States anymore.
Yeah, there's no way in the United States. The last
So
facility
you're going to have
shut.
to import it out then, aren't you? If you need,
Well-
or I guess you have the possibility of doing that.
Or develop.
So we have an operating plant in a pilot scale facility in Salt Lake City, Utah, where we take and produce titanium metal powders today. So we intend to scale that, and as we build that operations here, we will be scaling the titanium metal capacity as well. But the United States was the leader back in the 50s. It commercialized.
Are you saying we don't
But we don't have it
process
anymore.
titanium here in this country?
No more.
So aerospace and in our military, where do we get our titanium?
So the raw metal, which they call sponge, which is converted from mineral to metal, is now 100% imported, and then it's blended with scrap and it's melted into, and then we have titanium. But if those imports were to ever stop, we wouldn't be able to make metal in this country anymore.
I know we don't do much of anything really. I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, I worry about that as far as the military goes. We need some of them rare earth minerals. I mean, we need some high grade steel. I hear that we get a lot of that stuff from foreign countries, and I don't know if they're our friends or our enemies. Who are they?
Yeah.
So y'all guys are on the cutting edge. So this is a process that's fixing to far off. You're just developing as we go. You found the titanium. You have a way to produce it into a metal, and so all you need to do is just start mining, right?
Yeah, so on the metal side of the business, we're taking titanium metal scrap in today, some of which was destined for the steel industry or landfill, and we already produce titanium metal powders today. Now we're working with the auto industry, we're working with the consumer electronics industry, the consumer luxury goods industry, and looking at introducing titanium metal into some really exciting applications. Hopefully in the next this year we're going to be announcing some really exciting partnerships there to introduce more titanium metal products there. But over the longer term, what we want to do is, as we start the minerals operation out here, we intend to then integrate it with what we're calling our metals business, the technology, and then eventually have this fully integrated titanium minerals out of the ground here in Tennessee all the way through to titanium metal, and then be able to have that fully circular.
We'll be wearing titanium rings. Well, do you remember when stainless steel used to be so expensive you couldn't buy it?
Yep.
When I was a child, I mean, it was very expensive. Stainless steel, all that stainless you couldn't buy. Now it's in everything. You get stainless. And I think
people use the word titanium as a selling point for their stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that's made out of. I mean,
do.
you see it. They put on there. This is titanium.
But stainless is the thing, and I think that was because of all the nickel they found over in Russia, I believe, where all the stainless got so cheap. What I was told in my industry.
But that's going up in price, right? And
Yep.
stainless steel is a direct competitor to titanium. Titanium metal and titanium and its alloys is stronger, is 45% lighter, and it's more corrosion resistant than stainless steel. So if we could make our titanium metal produced from the ground here all the way through to metal as cheap as stainless steel products, we're going to take that whole market, and that could happen right here in West Tennessee.
Yeah. If you corner the market, you're going to be ahead of the game if y'all got it.
I've heard, and I don't know, you could probably answer this question. I've heard that 70% of the titanium deposits in the United States are in this area.
70% would be a lot. I mean, there's a lot of titanium deposits out there. It's a question of what's economical and what's not, But you have a strong area here from Illinois, Tennessee, Mississippi, and that shoreline curves down through Alabama and Georgia. So there's a lot of potential in this region.
And it's not real deep. You said 20 foot maybe?
I mean, it
starts about 5.
Yeah, man, but your pay grade's about 20 foot.
Well, here it's a bit thicker, which is actually nice, because our surface disturbance is significantly less, because we can stay in one spot longer mining a 60-foot hole rather than just a 15-foot hole.
Right.
And so over a year, rather than impacting 300 or 400 acres, over a year we may just impact 100 acres and be able to reclaim that behind
So
us.
it's just kind of a narrow strip, hundreds of thousands of miles wide. It kind of just slopes down through Mississippi and turns on into Georgia. Y'all just going to find out where it's at, just drill into it, find it, dig it, get it out, process it, and looking to have it done pretty quick.
Well, we'll be here generations just in this part of West Tennessee, from
Really?
Benton County, Carroll County, and Henry County just here. I mean, this first operations is going to be generations of it, and there's a lot more potential just right here.
Yeah, there's a
So-
lot more to it than just throwing the dirt off to the side.
Well, I understand that.
And it's economic here. There's a
I'm not an
range-
idiot. Sometimes I am. Not on this one.
There's a range of factors that makes it, ideal here, and it's not just about the geology, it's also about the location of infrastructure and that. And if we can build like a center of excellence right here in West Tennessee, where we know how to do it best, we will be here. It's going to be here generations. That's just a fact.
Do y'all do your own mining, your company itself, or do you sub that out to other individuals, or how do you do that?
Scott, what's your thoughts on that?
So we're looking at doing both. We haven't really got that far yet, but it could be one or the other or both. We would have to make a clear line of where we, the boundary limits of what one does and the other. But yeah, when we get to it, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who can move dirt and move it efficiently.
Yeah.
So we may use those, or we may utilize our own folks.
I was getting around to asking, like, how many people are y'all planning on employing over the next 5 years, say?
In just one operation, you're getting above 150 people, just in one operation. So over the next 5 years, if we could have multiple operations, that would be great. That would be ideal. We've got to still do some more work to see that, but it's significant job creation, especially out here. So
now you're just spending money.
Yeah, that's true.
It's how it is. You got to spend money to make money.
You got to
but
spend
gotta
money to
do
make money. But it seems like
do
y'all
it.
spend a lot of it because you're talking about drilling and doing all this testing and leasing land and it's a big investment. So there must be something here, or y'all would be spending all this time.
It's very rich in these types of minerals. These minerals are needed. These minerals have gone up in price a lot as the supply situation has hit home, especially over the last few
There's
years.
stuff in catalytic converters, because I'm also a mechanic, and I install catalytic converters that have a whole lot of precious metals, and people even get into your car and steal them.
Yeah.
Is any of them metals that's in there radium and platinum and all?
Rhodium, platinum,
Rhodium, yeah.
no, those guys aren't really seen here. That's a different type of deposit.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
I didn't know if that was going to be maybe help the price of converters come down. They're through the roof now, new ones, and and some of your people miss thinking that you cut a converter off, you're going to get rich on it. They're not. It's such a small amount of those precious metals in a converter. You're not, some of them can bring a little money, but they're not going to get you filthy rich. And plus it's a lot of work to steal a damn converter.
It's a lot of work to steal anything
Yeah,
if you think about it.
But they do steal them because of
Whether
the
you're
precious
stealing
metals.
batteries or quarters, it's work.
I'll change them at my shop. We change our converter. I have to send others back for cores. Some of them I can sell. And I talked to the guy, the recyclers, and I asked him, I said, well, when you get done with it, you probably couldn't see the metals with your naked eye that we get out of these converters. It's just a chemical reaction that goes on. That's amazing to me. Well, guys, I've learned a lot. What do you think, Taylor? Sounds interesting.
I'm digging, man, because I dig. I know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I figured it out. I understand that you're looking for precious metals. It's in the sand, 5 to 50, 60 foot deep around here. You're not digging yet. You're still in the process of figuring it out. You've got the process worked out. You don't have a date when you think you're going to start processing, but you're getting close, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be very close on
Very
announcing
close.
it.
So what are we waiting on before we can start seeing the product on the shelves? What are we waiting on?
So, look, I mean, we've got our mineral demonstration facility out there operating now. We're going to be putting what we call Stage 2 and Stage 3 on that towards the rest of this year. So we want to be bringing people out to see the mineral at small scale, to see what that larger scale will look like, showing that spirals, showing the gravity, showing how we separate out these minerals, and just educating people, taking buses of people out there. We want to get that going soon. So hope this year is when we actually had people over yesterday and having people over tomorrow. But over the next few years, we hope to then be at the larger operations and really get going.
I think that's a good thing, man, because I think too many times the general public gives the mining industry a bad name, and they're not all bad, man.
Well, the coal mining got their own bad names up in East Kentucky. You know, I got a lot of family up in there. They was pretty horrible back in the day.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it was horrible.
the type mining they're doing right here, I'm very familiar with it,
Yeah.
and it's not.
No, it ain't like that.
It's not.
Yeah.
They're not killing the bugs in the creek and all that
No,
stuff,
no,
man. It's a
but
good thing.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing for our economy. It's a good thing that they're bringing,
Yeah.
you
That's
know,
the major
jobs to
thing.
people. And
I don't know what you'll be needing, but will it be regular workers, or will it be more educated workers, or you need grunts like me, dummies working,
It'll
or
be
you?
complete spectrum. I mean, there'll be, if you can think of a job, we'll employ at least a couple of them. Engineers, accountants, IT people,
Right.
welders, mechanics, the whole gambit of potential employees will be employed at a mine. Yeah.
Electricians, PLC guys, lab technicians, analytical lab people.
safety
Y'all been
people,
down this road? This
environmental people.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And the list goes on and on.
Absolutely.
Well, it might even have a place for two old retired podcast guys. You reckon?
Limo driver,
Yeah, I
baby.
get that.
We'll put a helmet cam on you, and you can walk out there and.
That'd be good, man.
I've actually done that before. It's pretty cool. Like, no kidding. Matter of fact, over there at Canada, we were doing some strip mining, and I was driving one of the off-road trucks one day, and I put me a little thing on my hard hat just to show people. You know, I do that a lot
GoPro.
in our work. Yeah, and you'd be surprised how many people enjoy seeing stuff like that. Actually, what goes on out in the real world, other than just.
I used to drag race professionally, and we used to put those GoPros and small cameras in the car and let people see what it looks like to run 300 mile an hour. You know, but the camera doesn't do it. I say, man, there's no way.
Yeah.
You know, you can run 1,000 mile an hour on a camera. It don't look like you're sitting there. So I say, get in here, let me drive you for a ride. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming in, man. I really do. I enjoy
We appreciate the opportunity.
it. And
Absolutely.
anything else y'all want to tell us before we let y'all boys get home? Anything that you
think
had?
that's it.
I think
Just,
we've got an open door policy.
Yeah.
Come and talk
Yep.
to us.
Put back up on the screen here how we can contact these guys if they'll do it in the office. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on Main Street in Camden, so.
Right. How long y'all been over now?
Ooh.
A little over a year.
Yeah.
Over a year.
Almost
two. Steph's over there saying almost two.
2 years.
It's been that long, you know. It's been great. We've been really welcomed by the community out here. We've met our mayors, Sheriff Kenny, everybody out here. It's been fantastic.
You're gonna have to hurry up and get some money rolling.
I mean,
a
absolutely.
year's a long time. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to have deep pockets to be doing all this for a year. You got to get some money rolling.
It's a
I
very
can-
lucrative sort of operation here potentially, but it's not just that. It's going to be great for the community, I think.
That's good. That's good. All right, guys, I appreciate you coming in. I wish you all the luck, and I do want to come over. I'm going to contact you, let the producer or somebody contact you.
Absolutely.
And I might even come over and get a camera guy. I want to look around and see what's going on
Sure.
over. Give y'all some more PR, let the public know, because I'm really interested in that kind of stuff, you know. But Tater knows all about it, you know.
I don't know all about it, but
yes, he know all about it, don't you?
look, man, I hadn't got this old. Look, man, the way I look at it, I've got to play in the sandbox all my life.
That's right. That's right.
So
That's
the
right.
mining industry is cool, and I'm all about it.
All I can do is watch that what is it, Gold on TV?
Gold digger.
Gold, what is that show on TV?
Oh,
Gold
yeah,
Rush.
Gold Rush.
It's
I watch
nothing
that.
like
You know,
that.
I said,
It ain't
you
like
know,
that.
They give you a whole year worth of mining in 1 hour. Man, that's pretty cool right there. You know, you get all that done in 1 hour. That's pretty, you know, and plus, it ain't even an hour. How many? They got about 45 minutes of commercial.
Yeah.
Are y'all as quick as they are? You can
no.
mine all that in 15 minutes.
No. I'm not allowed to watch it anymore because every time I watch them operate, I get aggravated. My wife says, "You got to stop. You're not allowed to watch it anymore."
I figured it was all for TV, yeah, but I knew that. But it's like any show you see on TV. You know, it's all.
Yeah.
You know, you got to condense hours and hours of video
Oh, yeah.
and throw in some B-rolls. You got to condense all that into about a 20-minute show because you got to sell commercials. So we have to do that here too.
Absolutely.
So they do all that, you know, in 15, 20 minutes. But man, I appreciate y'all coming in. I really enjoyed that. Hope y'all enjoyed it too. I'm glad to have y'all, man. We learned a lot, Taylor. We learned a lot of stuff going on. But I want the public to check them out. Get on them websites and get on the Facebook and keep up with them. Because, man, they're in your backyard. You know, we don't know what that's going to do, Taylor. It might bloom into something that out of this world. Because, they've always had a lot going on in that area over there. A lot of, you had DuPont, all down New Johnsville. It's always been known for that kind of stuff. It's on the river over there, so there's a lot going on over there.
That's what DuPont makes, is the white pigment.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
titanium is what.
I don't think
matter
it's
of fact,
called
they're
DuPont
one of the biggest
no more. What is it, Altrax?
white pigment producers in the world.
Yeah, what is it? It ain't DuPont no more. What is it called? Altrax?
Chemours.
Kenmore, that's right. All right, guys, I appreciate you. We'll get you.
Absolutely.
I'm going to come down there one day and talk to you. Don't y'all run off. I'll holler at you when
Sounds
we over
great.
here. Okay. All right, folks, what do you think, Tater?
Another day in paradise.
It is that.
Hey, I got something. I got one little announcement. I'm going to slide in here on you.
Slide her in there, brother.
Everybody's been asking about Camera 4. Everybody's been asking about Relay for Life. We're going to have, the corona has kind of killed us a little bit, so the last 2 years, but we're going to have a little small.
We don't say that word here no more.
Oh.
COVID's gone. I done away with that word. Took it out of my dictionary.
I
I'm
got
sick
you.
of it.
That old crazy disease, anyway.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a meeting next Wednesday on the 6th at the First United Methodist Church. Anybody that wants to come and participate in getting it started back up again, they're more than welcome to come. I just
Don't be a hater.
and I ain't done. I'm not
Okay.
done.
Okay.
And also, don't forget our election time coming up. If you're in my 4th district, don't be a hater. Vote for Tater. I would appreciate it. It's all good. I get to slide that one in. I don't have to pay for it. So
No, did y'all got that? Yeah. He said my ear. He said he wrote it down, so you got to write me another check.
good. Appreciate that.
Yeah, nothing.
I
gets
should have
by,
known.
man.
I
Somebody's got to pay the bills.
This thing costs me money every time I come in here.
Yeah, it does. But who else would you rather give it to? You bought me lunch today.
I know.
I slid that.
I say I don't even get it. I don't even get my return on my investment.
You got when you get elected.
Oh man, don't throw me under the bus here.
I said when you get elected, that'll be your return. So you pay me
Okay.
to run them commercials.
We're good.
Right? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, folks, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget, Saturday, 3 p.m., we'll be live streaming the Celebrity Bull Ride right here on the Facebook page.
Did they raise my money?
Yeah. I'll be emceeing along with Dr. Heather Melton. This will be a fun event for the charity. It's not to be missed. Tickets are still available for the PBR here in Paris. You get yours at the chamber or online at pbrinparis.com. Let's support Cody Nance as he goes for his 300th ride and fill all those seats at the fairground. This Thursday now, my sister's show, Dr. Melton on Health Matters, as she discusses the benefits of CD, CBD, and hemp products. And don't forget, next week we're going to be off. Next week won't nothing be on. I'm taking a vacation. I'm leaving for a while, Tater. Believe it, I get a year one a year. I'm taking off.
I
next
know.
week.
I saw Dana brought in your bikini that you're going to be wearing
You
at
like
the
that,
beach.
didn't you? Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I'm going to find. They've been talking about a beach. That's what I'm going.
I think it's a titanium bikini.
It's a titanium bikini.
Yeah.
I made it. They brung it to me.
Yep.
But stay tuned in. We'll probably send some pictures or something. But like I said, there will not be a show next week because it's vacation time. So that's the first show we haven't done in years. It feels like I'm missing something there.
You'll be all right.
I will be fine. So don't forget, when we get back, we're going to start to meet the candidates again. And then we have, I'm reading off my notes here, we'll start our Inflation Buster prizes. This is something new we're coming up with. I picked up a big sponsor, and we're going to start doing some giveaways to help y'all get through these high gas prices and these sticker shockers when you go to the grocery store. So we got a big plans for y'all when we get back
That's
from
a good deal
vacation.
right there.
It is. Tater, you know what it's about, but I can't tell everybody. So we got that coming up. So don't forget now, this weekend, the PBR, show up, show out, and let's get behind our buddy Cody, and let's make sure that he gets that 300th ride, man. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, folks. Don't forget, we'll be off next week. We'll be here the week after, and we'll see you at the PBR. And don't be late.